Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel and my creative life. I'm working on another scrapbooking layout. This one is a one page. So my granddaughter she'll find my phone, like I'll leave it somewhere on a counter or something. And then she takes these really goofy selfies, which I love because it's like a surprise that I see. But she doesn't realize those photos are going to end up on a scrapbooking page. So here it is. So I'm taking this paper or scrapbooking kit called Be Happy. And my good friend Nancy had gifted it to a bunch of us. We all attended a crop at her home, and because she's the most amazing hostess, she also gives us goodies. So I decided, with my granddaughter wearing this yellow shirt, this paper pack was perfect. So I grabbed a black piece of paper, which is the layout base, and one piece of this bee paper, and I'm going to cut it in half, which you just showed me. Oh, actually, it's not exactly half, but it's mostly in half. And I'm using one side, which is the bees, and then the plaid for the other side. Now, I'm pretty much following this sketch by Sketch and Scrap, and I love it. So here we go. And look, this is going to be a little trick of mine. Now, I know all of you see all my little secrets, so here's another one. So I didn't want to use a full piece of yellow or two pieces of cardstock because I use this dark yellow, and there's also a lighter yellow. Whenever I crop within my crop bag, I always keep this one like kind of Ziploc baggie that has my paper scraps. So I have two different ones, one for pattern paper and the other for cardstock. And so I always just leave it in my bag. I use it all the time. And so I try to dig in there and use scraps whenever I can. Well, if you notice, so those vertical stripes pretty much cover or go through the whole 12 by 12 base, so they're probably 11 inches, but this paper is definitely not 11 inches, and neither is the light yellow. So look what I'm going to do here, folks. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit, so the bottom longer piece, because there is that little slit in the middle, so I want to be able to see the paper. Now look at that. Doesn't it look like it's an 11-inch piece of paper? I know, you're all amazed just like I am, but that is a very good tip. So if you have a smaller piece of paper and you're literally going to be hiding it behind things, this works perfectly. So here's, like I said, that's a great tip if you want to just use up some scraps. So I'm doing it both with the darker yellow and the lighter yellow, and no one is the wiser except for all you people who are watching this video. But shh, don't tell anybody our secret. So I'm going to use my T-square ruler because in this case, I really do want them to be straight or straight-ish, basically because it needs to look like they're one continuous piece of paper. Because if I had one a little bit to the right or left and one, you know what I mean, it definitely wouldn't qualify or wouldn't work, because it definitely would look like they were two random pieces of paper. But look at that. Whether they're straight or not does not matter, as long as they are straight together, or both of them are straight. Does that make sense? You know what I mean. Anyhow, so I'm just go ahead and adhere all this down. I'm doing it in kind of super fast mode because you know me, I just kind of, you don't need to watch in true time me adhering things to the page. So again, I have these two 4x6 papers, and one of them, which is full face, which is the most gorgeous picture of her. She is going to be so mad when she sees this, which is so funny. But I can't trim these down really because it just they're the entire 4x6. The nice thing about this kit is comes with a sticker sheet and also some pages that look like this that have the cutouts. So I'm really looking in there saying, okay, which one do I want to use? There's so many great like bee references. I really like this one, the one I pointed out there. So I am going to cut it out, but you're going to see me playing with these two because really, and you can tell by even looking at those pictures, because they're both vertical, I really need something that's more horizontal. It takes me a minute, but I do realize it after a while because it just doesn't seem to work. It's just too crowded, too unbalanced. It just doesn't look right. And so you'll see me kind of play around with this for a little bit until I realize, okay, Dorleen, come on. I'm going to hit the side of my noggin and say, you need to look for something that's more horizontal. So I'm going to just, again, looking at the sticker sheet, I'm looking at the cutouts, I'm thinking, will this work? Will this work? Blah, blah, blah. Will this work? Will this work? Sorry about that. And again, look at me. I'm still cutting out cards. Well, maybe that one won't work, but this one will. Look, they're both vertical. Neither one of them are going to work. But, like I said, it takes me a minute, but I figure it out. And I actually find one that is vertical that just looks really cute. And so you just watch me a little bit messing around because, why not? This is what we do, right? One little thing to the right, one little thing to the left, one little vertical, one little horizontal. we'll get to it at the end. And then we'll know it's done because it'll be super cute. And here is the tag. Like I said, I'm just going to cut off the edges and look at that. So cute. And look at just be yourself. I mean, that's so perfect for a teenage girl. I love it. Like I said, I love all the bee references because you can literally use it for anything. So again, I'm just kind of playing with the stickers, playing with the sticker sheets, playing with placement, and eventually I get a really, really cute, or should I say a beautiful layout. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. I do post 2 videos a week. One is always scrapbooking, and one is whatever it is I'm creating in the command center, which is the name of my craft room and also my blog. So all the links to my blog or anything else you might need to know will be in the information box. But again, I'm just using all the products of this scrapbooking kit or page kit. It's not even a page kit. I guess it's a scrapbooking kit because it has lots of different pattern papers, lots of stickers, lots of those cutout cards. And this one is a super cute one. And I feel like I'm going to use it a lot because it just works for everything. Like I mentioned, so little bees here and there, so cute and just perfect. I'm really trying to build up where the title is a little bit more of a heavier cluster because with all things, to make it balanced, you kind of have a small, medium, large, so you can tell the smalls are, you know, on the left-hand side with those little bit of bees, or those 2 little bees. The medium, in my opinion, is the flower bouquet or bundle with the Be Happy sticker. And then over here on the title is the large, because not only is the title larger, but I add the honey sticker, and I believe I add another bee there. I'm also doing some journaling here, just very, very simple. Basically just telling you guys that, yeah, you want to leave or take some selfies on Grandma's phone? Guess what? Grandma's going to scrapbook them. I know she loves it, though. I just love her to death. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Again, appreciate it so much. Have a great day. Bye.